Hey, I'm Zach, and we are here talking about the Westcott Pro Grip and shooting in tight, confined spaces. I'm Zach, one half of zachandjody.com, and we are out here in Franklin, Tennessee at the factory shooting portraits of the amazing Elisha. Rock star over here, looks way cooler than I do, which is why we're taking pictures of him and not me. So we're in this interesting location that I really like. It's cool, it's got this great vine thing coming down. It looks really, really cool, but the problem is when you get into this situation, and sometimes depending on where you are, depending on permitting, depending on traffic, depending on how many people may be walking around, sometimes it's very difficult to take a light stand with your off-camera light and set it down in a safe place. Sometimes it's windy, sometimes it's uncontrollable, sometimes it's a really tight space like this where I don't have a lot of room to maneuver and I don't want it in my shot. So what we're using today is the Westcott Pro Grip. So basically this is like a pistol grip where you can put, it's got a shaft for an umbrella to go through. And inside here I just have a shoot-through umbrella from Westcott. This is really cool because I can simply pop it open and shoot my light into this modifier and get really nice, soft, beautiful light. When it breaks down super small. It actually collapses even smaller than the extension goes, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a double jointed extension. I'm not sure what they call that. But it's really cool because it breaks down really, really small. And we're just using it, as you can see in the video, we're holding it up like this and shooting some shots, and I can make my assistant move right out of the way. And if I need to move the light slightly, I don't have to go over and adjust my stand and turn this and move that. I can simply just have them go, you know, like this or like that, or whatever I want them to do with it at any moment. So for this setup, I'm shooting with my Canon 5D Mark III. I really like sort of the organic look of this. So I like the umbrella because it puts a lot of light out and it shoots light everywhere. I'm dragging in a lot of ambient light to make it feel very natural looking. If I want to, I can overpower the ambient light a bit and make it a little more edgy, or I can drag that ambient light in, and I did both of those for this setup right here. So just a quick side note, in some of the shots I was actually holding up this little fake crystal that I bought. And the reason I was doing that was just to add some fake lens flare to the camera. There really isn't a lot of sun coming through here, but any little bits of light that do interact with this thing, depending on how I'm holding it in front of my lens, are just gonna cast these cool little patterns onto the front of my lens and make it a little more interesting, kind of look like I'm peering in on the shot. So that's what I'm doing with these. You can get all kinds of different ones. As long as it reflects light back towards the camera, it works great. And they can be different color, gold or red if you want different effects on it. But I'm just basically holding it up like this in front of my lens, and actually a lot further in front of the lens than you think you need to, because the camera will sort of shoot past it in a sense. So that's what I'm doing to get some of those cool effects on my shots. So we just wrapped this setup. Everything turned out really good. Check out the images. The great thing about that Pro Grip, again, is that you can shoot in those tight spaces or in places where you can't use a light stand, which happens all the time, but still use your off-camera light and get it in exactly where you need it to go.